Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a text to a woman, waited hours, maybe even days, only to receive a cold one-word response like K or LOL? Or worse, no response at all? If you've ever been in that situation, you know how frustrating and confusing it can be. You start second-guessing yourself, rereading your messages, wondering what went wrong. Did you say something boring? Did you come across as too eager, or was she just not interested in the first place? Most men struggle with texting not because they don't know what to say, but because they don't understand how to say it. They fall into common traps, sending predictable messages, overanalyzing every reply, or bombarding a woman with texts to keep the conversation going. But here's the thing. Attraction through texting isn't about constant communication. It's about sending the right messages that naturally make a woman want to respond. And that's precisely what we will cover in today's video. We're breaking down 3 powerful texting secrets that will completely change how you interact with women over text. These aren't gimmicks, cheesy pickup lines, or mind games. These proven psychological principles trigger curiosity, build anticipation, and make your texts stand out from the dozens if not hundreds of messages she gets from other guys. So, if you've ever felt like your texts just don't get the kind of responses you want, or if you've been stuck in frustrating conversations that go nowhere, this video is for you. By the end, you'll have a clear strategy that helps you confidently text, stand out in a woman's mind, and excite her to hear from you. Make sure you stick around until the end, because these 3 techniques are game changers, and once you understand them, you'll never have to wonder why your texts aren't getting a response again. Let's get started. Number 1. Texts that arouse curiosity. Curiosity is one of the strongest emotional hooks in human psychology. It creates a sense of mental tension that the brain instinctively wants to resolve, making people feel compelled to seek answers. This is why TV shows use cliffhangers to keep audiences engaged, why certain headlines seem irresistible, and why a well-crafted text can make a woman eager to respond. When used correctly, curiosity becomes an invisible force that pulls her into the conversation, making her feel intrigued and emotionally invested. Most men, however, fail at texting because they are too predictable. Their messages lack the element of surprise, leaving no room for excitement. They send generic texts like, "Hey, how was your day?" or "Hope you're having a nice weekend." These are polite, but they do nothing to stimulate her imagination. A woman has received these texts countless times before, and they don't create any emotional engagement. When a message feels predictable, it blends into the background noise of her daily life. She may respond out of courtesy, but there's no urgency, no spark. Predictability is the silent killer of attraction because it doesn't challenge her emotions. The solution is to create an emotional gap, an open loop that her mind instinctively wants to close. A powerful way to do this is by crafting texts that introduce an element of mystery. Instead of stating everything up front, you give her just enough information to pique her curiosity, while withholding the whole story. Instead of saying, "What's up?" say, "You won't believe what just happened to me today." Instead of asking, "How was your day?" say, "I just realized something exciting about you." These texts immediately trigger curiosity because they make her want to ask for more details. When she reads a message like this, she's not just passively responding, she's actively engaging. She needs to know the answer, which makes the interaction feel exciting. But here's where most men go wrong. They reveal everything too quickly when she asks for more details. This kills curiosity because it satisfies the tension too soon. A man who understands the psychology of attraction knows how to prolong the moment, keeping her hooked. When she asks what happened, instead of answering immediately, he might say, "It's actually a crazy story, but before I tell you, have you ever had a moment where something unexpected reminded you of someone?" This response deepens the conversation instead of closing it. Now she's thinking, reflecting, and participating. She's not just consuming information, she's actively engaging in the experience. This is how high-value men create conversations that feel dynamic and memorable. Instead of dry exchanges that fizzle out, their interactions feel like a game she enjoys playing. She looks forward to their texts, wondering what he'll say next. He isn't just another guy in her inbox. He's someone who makes her feel something. And that emotional engagement separates an unforgettable interaction from a forgettable one. The beauty of curiosity-based texting is that it naturally eliminates one of the men's biggest struggles, running out of things to say. When a conversation is based on curiosity, it flows effortlessly because she wants to keep it going. There's no need for forced small talk or overthinking the perfect response. The conversation takes on a life of its own, driven by her genuine interest. Attraction isn't about trying too hard, sending long paragraphs, or attempting to impress her with jokes and compliments. It's about making her feel something. When a man knows how to spark curiosity, he creates a presence in her mind that lingers, even when they're not talking. She starts checking her phone, wondering what he'll say next. She finds herself thinking about him unexpectedly. This is the power of understanding human psychology and using curiosity as a tool for attraction. Number 2. Texts that create anticipation. Regarding texting, most men have one goal: to get an immediate reaction. They want to grab a woman's attention and keep her engaged, so they might send direct and predictable messages, hoping for a quick response. However, attraction doesn't work on a timeline, and women are far more drawn to emotional engagement, particularly when it's wrapped in a sense of anticipation. When a woman feels that a mystery is unfolding, it creates a psychological pull that keeps her thinking about you, coming back for more, and eagerly awaiting what's next. Anticipation plays a crucial role in emotional connections. It taps into the brain's reward system, triggering dopamine, the same chemical released when we look forward to something exciting, like a vacation, a surprise, or even an event we've been waiting for. This chemical response excites her, drawing her closer to you emotionally. The beauty of anticipation lies in its ability to sustain that excitement, causing her to think about you more often long after the conversation. When done correctly, it will make her look forward to the next time you text, leaving her with pleasant suspense. The issue with most men's texting habits is that they give too much away too soon. While they may think they're thoughtful or generous, this often backfires. Consider the typical text like, "I got you something today," or "I have something planned for us." These statements are nice, but they spoil the mystery. There's no room for curiosity. She knows exactly what's coming. It's the emotional equivalent of opening a gift before the wrapping is off. There's no surprise, excitement, or build-up. This predictability kills attraction because it lacks the emotional contrast that excites interactions. Instead of delivering a reveal immediately, take those same ideas but add a layer of mystery. The key is to make her feel like she's on the verge of discovering something special, but must work for it. Try something like, "I saw something today that instantly made me think of you. Want to take a guess what it was?" Or, "I've got something planned for Friday. You're either going to love it or be curious." This way, instead of giving her the answer, you've now set up an emotional puzzle for her to solve. One of the most effective ways to build anticipation is to withhold information playfully. When she asks, "What is it?" resist the urge to give in immediately. Instead, deepen the intrigue with a response like, "I could tell you now, but where's the fun in that? Take a guess first." By doing this, you're inviting her to engage with you emotionally, making her feel like she's part of something bigger than just a casual exchange of text. She's no longer just receiving information, she's actively involved in the experience, making her more emotionally invested in the interaction. This strategy is powerful because it doesn't rely on being over the top or flashy. It's not about sending extravagant gifts or constantly trying to impress her with grand gestures. Instead, it's about creating a subtle emotional connection that keeps her thinking about you. Every time she opens your message, she's not just seeing words, she's stepping into an emotional game. She starts to imagine the answer, feel the excitement of the unknown, and become more attached to the feeling you've created. When you build anticipation effectively, you'll notice a shift in how she responds to you. Her messages will become more frequent, her curiosity more evident, and your emotional connection will deepen. She'll begin associating the feeling of curiosity and excitement with you, and that emotional tie will draw her closer. You've transformed texting from a mundane task into an engaging, emotionally charged experience. Anticipation is a powerful tool in building attraction, and when used right, it ensures that you remain in her thoughts. It's a dance of mystery and excitement that draws her closer without overwhelming her. This approach creates an ongoing emotional connection that makes you stand out. With anticipation, every message becomes a new opportunity to spark intrigue, keeping the excitement alive and leaving her wanting more. Number 3. Offering genuine compliments. Many men believe giving compliments is a surefire way to attract a woman's attention. They assume that flattery, especially about her looks, will make her feel special and increase their chances of winning her affection. However, most fail to realize that generic compliments, such as telling a woman she's beautiful or stunning, often have little to no effect, mainly if she is used to hearing them regularly. For an attractive woman, these compliments feel empty, almost mechanical. They don't spark intrigue, they don't separate one man from the countless others who have said the same thing, and most importantly, they don't make her feel indeed seen. A woman doesn't want to be admired solely for her beauty, she wants to be recognized for what makes her unique. Compliments that focus only on physical appearance are fleeting. They don't leave an impression because they require no real effort or understanding. It's easy to tell a woman she has pretty eyes or a nice smile, but it takes more awareness and emotional intelligence to notice and appreciate deeper qualities. This is why compliments highlighting her personality, values, and how she navigates the world are far more powerful. Consider a woman who prides herself on her ambition and work ethic. She has spent years developing her skills, making sacrifices, and proving herself in her field. While she may appreciate being called beautiful, what will truly resonate with her is a man who says, "I admire how passionate you are about what you do." It's rare to meet someone so dedicated. Suddenly, she's not just another attractive woman being complimented for her appearance. She's being recognized for something that matters deeply to her. That kind of compliment stands out because it affirms her identity, not just her aesthetics. The same principle applies to other qualities. A woman who values kindness and emotional intelligence will respond more to a man who says, "I love how you make people feel comfortable around you. You have a calming presence that puts people at ease." A woman who prides herself on her independence will feel more drawn to a man who acknowledges her strength rather than just her beauty. Compliments touch on a woman's values and the things she takes pride in, making her feel truly appreciated in a way that surface-level flattery never can. Another key aspect of effective complimenting is timing. A well-timed compliment carries far more weight than a series of generic ones scattered throughout a conversation. Too many men throw compliments around indiscriminately, hoping they will earn the woman's favor, but this approach often backfires. Women can sense when a compliment is used as a strategy rather than a sincere expression of admiration. This is why it's crucial to compliment a woman in moments when it feels earned. If she opens up about a challenge she overcame, recognizing her resilience in that moment will make your words feel meaningful. If she shares her excitement about a goal she's working toward, acknowledging her ambition will leave a lasting impression. A compliment at the right time becomes memorable because it feels authentic and deeply personal. Confidence in delivery is equally important. A compliment should never feel like a question, as if you seek validation in return. Women are highly attuned to social dynamics and can sense when a man uses flattery to gain approval. A confident compliment is given without expectation, expressing genuine appreciation rather than seeking a reaction. When a man says, "I respect how direct and honest you are," with certainty and sincerity, it comes across as attractive, but it loses its power if the same compliment is given hesitantly, with an air of seeking validation. The key is to offer a compliment as a statement of fact, rather than a request for approval. Attraction is not just about making a woman feel wanted. It's about feeling understood. When your words show that you see her for who she truly is, beyond her appearance, you create an emotional connection that lingers long after the conversation ends. A woman who feels genuinely recognized and appreciated by a man will remember him, even in a room full of others vying for her attention. This kind of connection goes beyond surface-level attraction and leaves a lasting impact. Mastering the art of texting isn't about playing games, overthinking every message, or constantly seeking validation. It's about understanding the deeper psychology behind attraction and communication. Everything changes when you stop sending predictable, uninspired messages and start using curiosity, anticipation, and meaningful compliments. Instead of waiting anxiously for a response, you create conversations she genuinely enjoys that keep her engaged and excited to hear from you. Curiosity is your secret weapon to spark intrigue and make her want to know more. When you send messages that leave an open loop, her mind naturally seeks closure. This keeps her engaged and emotionally invested in the conversation. The key is to avoid revealing too much too soon. Tease the reveal, make her guess, and let the conversation unfold naturally. When done right, even the most straightforward text can turn into engaging interactions that build attraction effortlessly. Anticipation keeps her thinking about you even when you're not texting. Most men give too much away up front, removing any sense of excitement or mystery. But when you create an element of suspense, whether it's about a surprise, an upcoming plan, or something that reminded you of her, you make her feel more profound. The trick is to stretch out the moment, to keep her curiosity alive just long enough for her to crave more. This isn't about manipulation, it's about creating genuine excitement in a conversation, just like a great movie or book that keeps the audience hooked until the end. And finally, genuine compliments are what make you truly stand out. Women are used to hearing compliments about their looks, but a high-value man notices what others don't. When you acknowledge her personality, intelligence, energy, or how she makes others feel, she sees you as someone different, someone who truly appreciates her beyond the surface. A well-timed, thoughtful compliment can leave a lasting impression in her mind long after the conversation ends. When you master these 3 texting secrets, you no longer need to worry about whether she'll respond or if she's interested. You naturally become the kind of man she enjoys talking to, the one she thinks about even when you're not around. And when you reach that point, the attraction becomes effortless. So now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried using curiosity, anticipation, or genuine compliments in conversations? Which one will have the most significant impact on your texting game? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to know what's worked for you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new insights into attraction, communication, and self-improvement. Until next time, keep leveling up and becoming the man who naturally commands attention.